Hi there, it's Ken with Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with match number 2, round number 2, match number 2 in the Standard Daily. I love this hand, love it, love it, love it, love it, but I could fall into the same problem that I did in match number 1, where I kept a hand like this and then drew into no creatures. So I think I have to mold this, even though it's got everything I need, both utility lands, all the colors, and a Farseek to ramp. I wish these were creatures, of course, because this would be such a keepable hand. We can't keep this. This is a lot better. Again, no creatures. Wow, my deck does not like me today as far as creatures are concerned. But he molded to 6 as well, so pretty fair here. We have some ramp into a Sever the Bloodline if he goes like, say if we're playing against a Burning Tree Emissary deck where he goes Emissary, Emissary. Nope, Sulfur Falls, UWR Flash most likely. Which can be... The versions I've seen with UWR Flash are non-counterspell versions, and I'm perfectly okay with that because that runs more like an aggro deck. And yes, they do run some bounce and burn, but eventually we can out card advantage them, even though they are the card advantage deck. I'm playing my lands way wrong today. I should have led with the Sacred Foundry there. Okay, sometimes it's hard to commentate and play at the same time. Let's Farseek here, probably for black, white, white. I'm just gonna grab double black. Yeah, black source. We're gonna probably just grab a tomb here. Thought scours me and gets 2 creatures, of course. What a dick. I don't understand these decks that run UWR Flash with Snapcasters that thought scour me. I've never understood that, why they do that. As it doesn't work with the Rune Tender's Pike and doesn't work with their good old... So it's running a Blasphemous Act Reckoner deck, huh? So it does, anyway, so going back to what I was saying, it doesn't... Thought scouring me does not... It puts stuff in my graveyard for Unbury Rights, thanks. And... also, it doesn't work for the Snapcaster Mage. It doesn't give him more targets. So I've never understood why they do that. Maybe some of you wise listeners can tell me why they thought scour me. Alright. No point. I don't care about severing an Augur Bolus. We're definitely going to sever that Boros Reckoner when it comes out, when he's got the... Well, he could have casted it last turn, so... Or no, he couldn't have because it came into play tap. So yeah, we'll sever it this turn. I'm pretty sure a Reckoner... Nope, no Reckoner. Oh, that's good. See if he is playing the counterspell version here. We'll just run it out. Thragtusk. Thought we saw the end of him, didn't we? Alright. Just click OK, sir, so we can gain my 5 life and move on. Alrighty. That's all we can do this turn, so I'll pass it back to him. And go ahead and unsummon him. I'm cool with that. Go ahead and Searing Spear him. Okay, that's fine too. You can draw a card. I'd rather have him draw a card than keep that back for some sort of lifelink or putting stuff back on top of my library. I think we might do some Unbury Rights or Tristani. I mean, Blasphemous Act is going to cost 6, so he could actually do it and clear the board. That's fine. We'll Unbury Rights the Thragtusk. Definitely a good trade. Alright, Spirit again. Anything else I could do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Yeah, so what would be the most popular thing, or the best thing here? It would be a Thragtusk. Who am I kidding? Yeah, UWR Flash is not the same without the counter spells. I used to have a problem when I used to run this 4-color deck back in the day, when Red Deck Wins and Rakdos Aggro was the most popular deck, and it was UWR Flash used to give me the most problem because I couldn't fit caverns. I couldn't stick caverns in a deck like this. I have way too many creature types, and the counter spells would just eat me alive. I couldn't even get a thing out, any creatures out. But they've switched over to this more aggressive build with usually the list that I've been seeing a lot of people link on the Star City games and the TCG links is using both Geist and Reckoners, Geist and Trap and Reckoners with Snapcasters and Restoration Angels. So they don't have room for the counter spells and the burn. So they're just running the Searing Spear Pillar Flame package with those creatures. And this is a kind of a cool inclusion. I don't know, he could be running like a Stuffy Doll as well, but Stuffy Doll you'd see a ton of control, which might, I don't know. And before I discount him, he could be running my good old Epic Experiment deck because all of these cards could be included in an Epic Experiment deck. Anyway, I'll get back to the game here. So go ahead and throw out the Isolated Chapel, as we don't really need to. Well, yeah, we'll chuck out the Overgrown Tomb here, and we'll swing in with the Beast and the Thragtusk. I have a feeling they're going to get Feeling of Dreaded here. Huh, okay, so he blocks. Yeah, I don't see myself on Barry Writes anything until he gets that Blasphemous Act out of the way. So I am just gonna go for it. Do as much damage as possible. Put him on a clock here, make him make some decisions. So he's down to 9. Not too shabby. Thinking Arresto's gonna come out here? What's he doing? Sphinxing for 2? Sphinx's Revelation for 2. Okay. Alright, again, we don't have to worry about running into any sort of sweeper. So again, I'm just going to attack in here and Wolf Run the Tusk, because I'd rather have the Tusk die than my Beast token. And we'll see what happens. Yep. So again, I'll just keep these beasts out with the Keswick's going to be enough to put him at lethal every turn, and I'll just keep doing that. I'm not going to play anything out. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So he's going to Blasphemous Act here. Supreme Verdict, keeping up 3 mana for something else. Okay, that's fine. Definitely just going to Rice the Thragtusk again. Rinse and repeat. Keep the Restoration Angel mana up in a turn. Counterflux, okay. Well, if that's the case, we'll do it right now. Oh, so we'll throw out the Faith Mender. It's better to be countered than a Restoration Angel. Still lethal next turn with the Kessig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is still lethal. So he is using Counterspell version. A very, very heavy control deck. So Blind Obedience will come in just as a way to hopefully wheedle him down with the Extort. Making a double Searing Spear here. Because I am going to Kessig again. So we just need to get up to 5. 1, which will be everything. So Zori's Charm. Or he's going to Sphinxes for a ton again here. Yeah, Sphinxes for a lot. He's back down to 5 again, though. And I'm up to 39. So unless he has some sort of mill strategy, it's going to be very hard for him to just out-temple me. I'm trying to still figure out what his deck is capable of here. Exactly what his kill condition is. And maybe it is mill if he keeps milling me. Yeah, maybe it is like a Planeswalker with Jace type build. I'm not sure. I know Snap's in there. Snapcaster's got to be in here. Rune Chanter's, you got to think Rune Chanter Spikes has got to be in here too, but we haven't seen any sort of, oh, good lord, Zori's Charm. Stall. Haven't seen any Moorland Haunt. That's the card I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to say. Or the Rune Chanter Spikes. He's got 30 cards left in his deck, 7 in his hand. There's a Reckoner, which is going, now that he doesn't have any mana, to counterspell it with either. He does have Negate, but if mainboard Negate, that's going to be crazy. So I will immediately sever this. Green, red, tap 1. Okay. So of course Reckoner's in here. Geist might be in here as well. You got to think Geist. So it's just like a control deck that tries to get a Geist or a Reckoner out third turn. And no point to not swinging in with the Faith Mender. And I'll keep Restoration mana up at the end of turn. As if he does decide to board wipe here for whatever reason, I still have lethal on board. He's got the Azorius Charm in hand, though, as well. Yep, you're just going to get... Well, he's probably got Snapcaster with it. Snapcaster Counterflux, but then he can't counter my Resto, but he can put it back on top. So that's fine. We will go ahead, do this. All right, let's see here. What is the best line of play? I believe it's just attack in with the Restoration Angel and make him bounce it. We just have to pump him twice. Restoration Angel, his own Restoration Angel. So I'm just gonna pump him once. does have a Azorius Charm in his. So just one time, what do we actually need to get it up to? Yeah, we can pump him. We can pump him twice because I just need 4 back for the Hunt Master. Still 6 cards in his hand after all this nonsense. That's why I couldn't ever stand playing against UWR Flash. But we still are going to outmanage to card advantage him just because of his. He's going to have to start trading here, trading down. And well, then we got Blasphemous Act. I don't just want to run into a Blasphemous Act now. But that's fine. It'll force him to use it. Get it out of his hand. This will get us 4 more life too, which I don't know with so many Blasphemous Act if life is actually going to be a huge issue. And I think this will make him decide to Blasphemous Act next turn. So 2 Sphinx's Revelation down the drain. Does have more Supreme Verdicts. In a turn, he's going to draw 2 cards, discard cards, get the lands out of his hand, huh? Sure, this nets me the exact same. This nets me more life here. I guess he could Searing Spear my Faith Mender, but that gained me some life. Gave me 2 life. And just did 1 life, so it's up a life there from that attack. And I gotta think he's gonna Blasphemous Act here. Still digging. So I mean his deck is very thin now. Yep. So 13 damage to me is not an issue. Still 31. Oh, he gave his stuff lifelink. Okay, that's what he did with his Azorius Charm. So now he's back up to 17. Gotta think he's got another Izzet Charm in his hand. He's used the one that we know of. So I think we will on Burial Rites. The Thragtusk. And Burial Rites the other one as well. I guess I should have casted the Rock's Faith Mender. I am a very bad player. But I want to spend my mana for the other Thragtusk. Put 10 power on board. He's only got 2 more Reckoners in his deck. Counterflux. Okay, that's fine. So I still want on Burial Rites a Thragtusk. I think that's the better play. So let's keep 4 back. Well, we'll just want to keep actually the Rock Faith Mender back. We'll just use it all. And if he wants his Azorius Charm, he's more than welcome. Or if he wants a Searing Spear, he's more than welcome. And if he just wants to absorb 4 damage and trade a creature, he's more than welcome to do that as well. So his deck is getting very barren here. Is that his last Augur Bolus? No, 1 more if he's running that many. Still haven't seen a Snapcaster. But he's down to 1 card and he does scoop there. Alright. That's the power of Kessig Wolf run against control. So Abrupt Decay is very pointless. No, it is good. It kills his Boros Reckoners. But do we care about them? I think that's better than Sever. I don't know if we care about Sever the Bloodline. It doesn't hit Geist. It hits my own Restoration Angels. Dreadbore is better than Sever. I don't know what kind of shenanigans he has. I don't like Lingering Souls against Blasphemous Act. Slaughter Games is great here. So is Rakdos' Return. We don't need Centaur's Healer. And Cloud Shift isn't great against Blasphemous Act or Supreme Verdict removal. It's good. I did see a ton of Searing Spears, but maybe we'll go down a Cloud Shift. Blind Obedience just seems very powerful against him. If I can, well, maybe not, because it's just eventually I could get enough damage in there, but by just extorting. But I think a Sever still would be the right call here, just to get rid of all his threats. The only thing I'm really worried about now is Geist Saint Traft. I could cut another Rock's Faith Mender for even another Sever, and I do think that's the right play. Still with 18 creatures. Yeah, we'll go like this. I thought I cut these. Maybe I didn't. So unfortunately I have to mold this, of course. And that's fine. Got 4 lands, that's all. That's what you ask for. Lands aren't necessarily bad against Flash. God the Shrine we'll lead off with. As our Sun Petal Grove comes into play, untapped for kill his Reckoner if he plays it here. I'm not going to kill that. It's pointless. He misses with it anyway. We'll save the Abrupt Decay for a Reckoner. And there's another one anyway. And we can, if he restos here as well, we can sever his resto. And that's that. So that's the best play for us ever, because it frees up a Rock's Faith Mender here and gets rid of one of his threats. So we'll go ahead and throw out good old Rock's Faith Mender. And next turn, if we draw a land, we will be sitting pretty with 10 life. Now, do we run this into a counterflux? And my answer is yes. I think it's worth it. And he doesn't have it anyway. Now, do we run this into Azorius Charm? And again, my answer is yes. Why does he just take it there? I have no clue. Oh well, not a big deal. It's just 1 life. But now I'm up to a healthy 27. That's 2 Blasphemous Act Reckoner combos. And he's getting very thin here with cards. It seems like he flooded out. But flooding isn't bad with UWR Flash again because of Sphinx's Revelation. If he plays another Augur of Bolus, then I will be tempted to sever. It looks like he's just going to Detention Sphere the Rock's Faith Mender, which I can always break it, but I don't even care about it at this point. It's not that big of a deal. It already gained me a whopping 12 life and put me in the driver's seat here. Perfect draw with Huntmaster, especially since one of his Searing Spears is used. I mean, again, he's got to have Snapcasters in his deck, you'd think. And we'll toss him out. And pass it back to him. So he's going to Azorius Charm here to, yeah, to draw a card. Okay, Supreme Verdict, fine. Alright, I think I'm going to name Sphinx's Revelation here so he can't get back into this game. And it might be one of the cards he's holding on to. Plus, it's probably the best card against me. Okay, how the hell do you spell Sphinx's Revelation? Okay, there we go. Supreme Verdict, Searing Spear, Snapcaster Mage. So three Sphinx's Revelation, still think that's the better, because only two. Restoration Angel was the other one I was thinking of naming. So he's got Jace. Jace could be a problem. Supreme Verdict would have been an okay name, but he already used one. Searing, Snapcaster, Snapcaster, Snapcaster. So 3 Augurs. Just playing 3 of everything, huh? 3s and 2s. Searing, Cereboros. Okay. So, yep. Get rid of these Sphinxes. That'll make it very hard for him to come back into this game. He can't get crazy card advantage now. So just got to worry about that Jace. If he pops a Jace right now, we're in bad shape. Throw this guy out. And see if he wants to use that Supreme Verdict. He'll probably Spear it. Yeah. So Snapcaster, Supreme Verdict, and one other. So he could snap here, but snap and draw a card. So basically, Jace is his only way he's going to beat me is with Jace. So we've got to find a way around that and draw into something decent. And that's not something decent. But it thins out our deck. I'm okay with that. White, white, red, black, black, green, green, green. It's not a big deal what we get here. Gonna grab a tomb. Rakdos' return will be amazing if I draw into it as well. That's not going to do it. It's going to get immediately... Since I got this Severs to spare... Maybe I do Abrupt Decay and just try... No, because you can just Spear my guy. So we'll go ahead... And nothing better to waste our Abrupt Decay on, though. I mean, Tension Sphere. I'm just going to Abrupt Decay this dude. And make him waste his spear on this. And I think he had one more spear in his deck. Just gonna snap. Snap and block, that only absorbs 1. I'm cool with that. Getting a snap out for 0 card advantage, because he doesn't even... Why in the world would he... Okay, what? Snap, snap, snap. Did he... No Thought Scour either, right? Weird. That was just a weird play that he decided to go that route. And then Supreme Verdict. Ah, okay. Weird play. I mean, he had to do it. But, I mean, he could just block with his Snapcat. Ugh. Okay, maybe it's probably just a misplay on his part. But now we're both in top deck mode. It's just that Jace I'm worried about. I got Dreadbores as an answer, but Tombs aren't answers. Now he's dead to Rakdos' return, too, so... I mean, Jace is me, too. He's probably going to put on Barrow Rights in my... draws one of his 2 Jaces this game. But he's dead anyway, unless he's got an answer for my Restoration Angel. And put in Barrow Rights in there. Thank you. There's one Dreadbore. Did the Rakdos return go in there? Nope. I don't think he has 2 more... He could do double Spear. But Restoration Angel wins me the game here. Counterflux? Oh my god. This guy can draw cards. Yeah, that's the best. Definitely the best play here is Angel Serenity. As it gets me Thragtusk, Restoration Angel, and I could go Disciple here, but this is probably plenty of cards for him to overcome. And again, he's on a clock. See if you can keep top decking out of this. Two cards in hand. Gonna Sphinxes for a lot, but that's not. He's gonna Sphinxes for an Azure or Blasphemous Act. Okay, that's fine. We still do have another Dreadbore in our deck. We still have that Rakdos' return. But we draw the Sun Petal. Of course, of course, of course. So, best line of play is to Tusk and leave Restoration mana up. Oh, he gets them both. Two cards still in his hand, too. Oops, it's too much. Well, he either has it or he doesn't have it. Ooh, no, I need to do more than that. I had to play around Snapcaster. So I just need 5 up. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what I do at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4 up for the Barrow Rights. Is there any way I could somehow get out of this? No, we need to be able to Barrow Rights a Huntmaster. So yeah, keep 4 up. Ooh, but he's Snapcaster. Yeah, it's got to go this way. I got to play this right. Snapcaster Searing Spear kills that, but then dies 7. Takes 3 and 3. Oh, I played that wrong then. So I played around the Searing Spear, but it's a Restoration Angel that is going to be able to, yeah, block. And then he goes down to a 1. And I could lose this here. The only hope I have is Unbarrow-Writing this Huntmaster, and then hoping he breaks into a land. The suspense. But what a series of draws by this guy to keep him in this game. I probably could have misplayed here. Well, okay, so he's got to do that. He had it, so it was a land in his hand, so he's got to draw a card, and it's over. So he did brick into a land, and we do win this match by the skin of our teeth. So, whew. Anyway, this is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.